Hi guys, I'm Sly Guy. A while ago, I did a video about Pokemon Sword and Shield about Pokemon I wanted to see returning to the Pokemon games with the new DLC that's coming out. In a little over a month still, it seems like it's been taking forever for this stupid DLC to come out, and I just want it to come out. And I can't wait to see all the cool Pokemon that are returning. But, there's definitely Pokemon that I don't want returning. I don't want them anywhere near Sword and Shield. That's just me. This is opinion based, but since I did the video for Pokemon that I want returning, I thought I might as well do a video with Pokemon I don't want returning. Last list was a top 15. This list is just going to be a top 10. Much easier. There's a lot less Pokemon I'd rather not return than Pokemon that I actually do want to return. And this is opinion based. This is my opinion. If you have different opinions about Pokemon you want to see or not want to see returning, just let me know in the comments below. Be nice about it. Also subscribe. I'm trying to get to 600 subscribers by the end of the month. Did I tell you that Hoodlum Callum follows me on Twitter too? That's a sign that I do good content. Pokemon isn't like the main thing I focus on. It's a big thing I focus on, but it's not the main thing. But it could be the main thing if you guys want to see more Pokemon related videos. So let me know in the comments below. And with all that out of the way, actually no. Get that out of the way. There's one more thing. The thumbnail that I'm using has been made by my friend slash viewer slash amazing artist, Blue Soul Galaxy. She makes amazing thumbnails. She makes different art. She can do all sorts of stuff. And she has a Fiverr page if you want to have her make a thumbnail or anything else. She has tons of other options. Check out a Fiverr page if you want to and support her because she's amazing. I love her very much. And she's very talented and great. Now that's out of the way, let's get started with this top 10 list. So, at the 10th spot, I'm immediately cheating. We got multiple Pokemon in here, and I'm immediately going controversial. Don't hit that dislike button yet. Hear me out. But at number 10, I got the Generation 2 starters. Don't hit it. Don't hit that dislike button yet. Wait. I got reasons. First off, they're not all equally tied. First off, Feraligatr. I love Feraligatr. Feraligatr is an awesome Pokemon. It's definitely in my top 10 favorite starters of all time, with its great ability Sheer Force, and with its great move pull, with good physical moves, and Dragon Dance to set up. Typhlosion, I'm not the biggest Typhlosion fan, but Typhlosion is alright. But Meganium is trash. Meganium is by far my least favorite starter of all Pokemon. There's nothing redeeming about Meganium. It's a bad Pokemon. Design is meh. Horrible competitively. Dumb ability. Meh shiny. Meganium has nothing redeeming about it. I don't like Meganium. And there's just so much better lineup of starters to put in the game. So if they had to put in more, if they do end up putting more starters in, I really don't want to be the Generation 2 starters. I just really don't want it to be the Generation 2 starters. They can do the Generation 4 starters, the Generation 3 ones. They got better options. There's better options out there. I don't like Meganium. The other starters are fine, but I had to put them all in a lineup because it wouldn't make sense for Game Freak to just put one starter in the new Pokemon DLC. They will definitely do all three of them. So that's why at number 10, I put the whole Generation 3 starter line. Don't hate me, it's just because I don't like Meganium. Alright, with that controversial pick right out of the way, are you still here? You didn't dislike the video yet, did you? Alright, well maybe I can win you back by talking about a Pokemon that's hopefully universally lame, I think. And that's Watchog. Watchog is just not good. It's just not a good Pokemon. I hate Watchog. I think it looks disgusting. It was one of the most annoying Pokemon in Generation 5. I hated its Generation 5 sprite. Its Generation 5 sprite just grossed the hell out of me. And it doesn't look any better with its 3D model. It's disgusting looking. It's horrible competitively. it's just a boring normal Pokemon that we don't know, that doesn't need to be in the game. It doesn't need to be in the game. Sweet, short, sweet, simple. Are you guys feeling me? Are you guys feeling me? Subscribe if you're feeling me. We're trying to get 600 subscribers, and I tell you that Hoodlum Callum follows me on Twitter. And with that, short, sweet, move on to number 8. Coming in at the number 8 spot, interesting pick, I feel like, and I got Skarmory as my number 8 spot. I honestly never liked Skarmory. Skarmory was a very popular Pokemon in stall teams back in the day, and stall, if you guys don't know what stall is, it sucks. It's painful to battle against, it's super annoying to go against, and Skarmory would sometimes play a really big role in that in those stall teams. Skarmory is a really bulky mod, it has super high defense, it has an amazing steel flying typing, and it was just one of my most annoying Pokemon to go against. I usually have problems for a couple stall Pokemon that I seem to always have trouble with, and Skarmory will be one of them. So I strongly dislike Skarmory, but that's not the only reason why I don't want it in Sword and Shield. Another reason is just because we already got another Steel Flying type in the game, and that's Corviknight. Corviknight, I just think overall is a cooler looking Pokemon, and it has more variety to it. Skarmory, just run it bulky. Corviknight, you can run bulky setup. Overall, bulky Corviknight is the best Corviknight in my opinion, but you can like run it as a bulky offensive with setup like bulk up, cool body press options. And if Skarmory gets into the game, I'm not sure if it will be. I think Skarmory might outclass Corviknight because overall Corviknight has more HP. And it has more special defense, by the way, but it has such a monstrous defense stat that if you go into a damage calculator, Skarmory just got overall more defensive bulk.
Hi guys, I'm at the damage calculator here, just showing you an example of Skarmory and Corviknight compared to on a damage calculator roll. I got them both dealing with an offensive Boltund, all-out attacker, same stats and everything life orb, and the Corviknight and Skarmory is both plus defensive nature, max HP, max defense. You see Corviknight here, it will take 56.5 to 67 damage from Boltund's Thunder Fang. But then we get Skarmory here, but then we take a look at Skarmory. It's not that big of a difference, but Boltund does do less damage to a fully physical Skarmory than it does to a fully physical Corviknight. And then, obviously, Skarmory isn't in the game, so it doesn't learn Body Press. But Body Press also delivers more damage because obviously Skarmory's defense stat is higher. And I'm pretty sure Skarmory gets Iron Defense. I don't think it gets Bulk Up, but I'm pretty sure it gets Iron Defense. If it does boost that, Skarmory can easily play, I think, a better defensive role than Corviknight can. Yeah, Body Press only does 44 to 53%. That's a 30% chance to 2-hit KO a Boltund when Skarmory's is a guarantee to hit KO. So, yeah, that's just showing what potentially Skarmory can outclass Corviknight, and I don't want that to happen, because Corviknight's cooler.
So I don't want it outclassing Corviknight, because I just think Corviknight's a cooler looking Pokemon. So Skarmory, I don't think you need to be in the game. I don't think you need to be added. That's just me. Let's move on to number 7. Coming at my number 7 slot, we got some bug types. Cheating again. We got 2 Pokemon in this bug type list. If you guys don't know, bug type is my favorite type in Pokemon. I love me some bug types. I didn't copy A-Drive. A-Drive copied me. A-Drive doesn't follow me on Twitter, though, so you guys don't know about that. But, coming out at number 7, Volbeat and Illumise. Volbeat and Illumise, they're very forgettable Pokemon, and I'm pairing them because they're kind of considered like counterparts to each other. They were version exclusives in the Generation 3 games, and they're just not very good Pokemon. Designs, pretty basic. They look kind of cute, but they're pretty basic. Competitively, stats are garbage. They got cool abilities in Prankster, but other Pokemon just use that ability a lot better than those 2 Pokemon do. There's so much more cooler bugs out there that aren't in the game yet. Heracross, Scizor, Scolipede, Yamega. I can name more if I wanted to, but just those 4 bug Pokemon in general could easily be in Sword and Shield and not Volbeat and Illumise. So Game Freak, put some cool bug Pokemon in the game and leave Volbeat and Illumise out of it, alright? We don't need them. We don't need them back in the big game. They can stay away. What was my number 6 spot? What was my number 6 spot? God, I don't remember. What was it? I don't remember what the heck my number 6 spot was. Oh! Lumineon! You were my number 6 spot. Thank you for reminding me. Do you guys know, do you guys remember what Lumineon is? Do you guys remember what Lumineon is? Apparently it's a Pokemon. Lumineon, introduced in Generation 4 with its pre-evolution Finneon, and it's just not a good Pokemon. There's literally nothing special about Lumineon and Finneon. They're just boring water types with a just simple, boring design. There's literally nothing special about him. It's as boring as Seacane, except Seacane's actually in the game. So if Seacane's in the game, we definitely don't need Lumineon in the game. We got 1 boring fish, we don't need 2 boring fishes, alright? Lumineon will be a total waste of bringing back a Pokemon. So, Game Freak, don't do that. There's so much more cooler water types out there that you can bring. Lumineon is not the one. Lumineon is not the one. Coming on my number 5 spot, it might be another controversial pick, because it's a Gen 1 Pokemon. Now, Generation 1 has, I'll say, Game Freak brought a good list of classic Generation 1 Pokemon back into the game. But there's one classic Pokemon that they didn't yet, and that's a Pidgeline. And I think that's fine. I don't think we need a Pidgeline coming back to the games. Design-wise, it's a solid bird-type Pokemon. I don't hate Pidgeot. But there's just so much cooler Route 1 bird-type Pokemon that aren't in the game. Talonflame isn't in the game. Staraptor isn't in the game. Swellow isn't in the game. And yes, I like Swellow, and Swellow is actually better than Pidgeot in a lot of ways. So Pidgeot doesn't really need to be in the game, I think. There's just cooler Route 1 birds, and we already got frickin' Unfezant in the game for some reason. We don't need Pidgeot in the game, too. Also, Pidgeot, it's not good. I already said this, but it's not good competitively. It won't do anything if it gets introduced in this generation. There's no Mega Pidgeot in the game anymore, unless they somehow decide to bring Mega Evolution back into Sword and Shield, which would be awesome, I think, but there's no way, I don't see him doing that at all. So it'll just be a regular, weak Pidgeot that won't be able to do nothing in the competitive scene. I think Pidgeot, it really doesn't need to come back in the game, in my opinion. We don't need it. We don't need it back. There's cooler options. There's better, cooler options. Hope you guys respect that opinion. Leave a like if you respect the opinion. Greatly appreciate it. Let's get to 600 subscribers. Coming at my number 4 spot, a Pokemon that I don't want seeing to come back to Sword and Shield, Luvdisc. It's Luvdisc. Do I have to say more? Do I need to give you guys more reasons why Luvdisc shouldn't come back to the game? Can I just say the name Luvdisc and it's like, oh yeah, shouldn't come into the game? Well, if you need an explanation, I will give you one. Luvdisc is not a cool Pokemon. Luvdisc is not a strong Pokemon. Luvdisc is an overall pointless Pokemon. There's so much better water types that outclass Luvdisc every way possible. There was only one point in getting Luvdisc in older generations, and that's because it carried a heart scale. And if you guys don't know what a heart scale is what Pokemon players used to need in order to relearn old moves that a Pokemon has forgotten in the past. You would need to collect heart scales for your Pokemon to remember moves that you deleted. But in Sword and Shield, heart scales are redundant because you can literally go to any Poké Center, talk to a guy, and he can give you the option to remember any move possible for free. Which makes Luvdisc whole point in the old generations totally redundant. So I think it's safe to say we don't need Luvdisc in the game anymore. Bring back something else. Do not bring back Love Disc, Game Freak. I would question you severely if you bring back Love Disc. With all of that Love Disc talk out of the way, let's move on to number 3. Coming at my 3rd slot, Unknown. Unknown does not need to come back. There are a lot of there's only a few Pokemon in Sword and Shield that I would consider totally pointless and totally useless. Unknown is definitely one of those Pokemon. There is just nothing redeeming about Unknown whatsoever. It's weak. It's not... It knows only one move, Hidden Power. It's not as mysterious as what Game Freak wanted it to be once Unknown was first getting released. There's no point of it. Also, Unknown also has 28 different forms of it. Different designs because it's based off an alphabet, the Latin alphabet. So, there's no reason why Game Freak should waste their time designing all of those different forms into Sword and Shield when they had such a problem getting any other Pokemon into the game due to, I don't know, a time basis or something. So if Game Freak ended up putting Unknown in the game in every single one of its forms, I think people would get mad. I would get mad. I would personally get mad. You couldn't put any other cool Pokemon in the game, but you designed all 28 forms of Unknown and you put them into Sword and Shield. I would be mad. So Game Freak, let's not make Sly angry. Let's not make Sly Guy angry. Don't put Unknown in the game. We really don't need it. We really don't need it. Did I tell you it only knows one move, Hidden Power? Yeah, we don't need it. Let's move on to number 2. Coming in at the number 2 spot, there is Pokemon on this list that I know some people might not agree with. There is Pokemon that I know a majority should agree with. This is one of those picks for Generation 5 monkeys. Simisear, Simipour, Simisage. Yeah, you guys don't want those monkeys in the game, do ya? Nobody likes these monkeys. Design-wise, Simisage is alright. Simipour is actually my favorite one to use. But Simisear was literally at one point voted to be the most hated Pokemon in the whole game. So Game Freak, how about you don't put that Pokemon in the game? How about you don't do it? Don't do it. I hate Simisear, by the way, so much. Out of all 3 of them, especially because of its gosh dang sprite. What is this? What is it doing? It does this all the time. Why is it playing an invisible piano? Does it think that there's an invisible piano in front of it? What is it doing with this? It does this all the time. It annoys the hell out of me. Why does it keep on doing this? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? I'm still doing it. Why? I mean, even asking myself right now, what's going on here? I'm going crazy because I hate Simisear so much. Also, the other monkeys suck too. There's so much cooler Pokemon to put in the game. So Game Freak, we don't need these dumb monkeys in the game. Get them out of here. Get them out of here. Make them stop existing. Delete them from the Pokedex. I don't think nobody would care, honestly. We don't need them in the game. We did it, guys. We're at the number 1 spot. This list was not ranked, I gotta say. Any of these Pokemon could be ordered any way possible, except for this one. This is definitely by far the Pokemon that I don't want in the game the most. And it should come to no surprise if you watched the top 15, the top 10 Pokemon that I want coming back was my favorite Pokemon, Heracross. So it makes total sense to me that the number 1 Pokemon that I don't want returning to the game is my least favorite Pokemon of all time, which is Lickitung. I hate Lickitung. Do I need to say anything more about it? It's a ton Pokemon. It's a Pokemon based off the ton. It was released in Generation 1. Game Freak could have went for a lot of Pokemon to be introduced for the first time. and the Ton Pokemon was one of their first ideas. Why? Why do we need... Why? Why is it a thing? Lickitung is disgusting in every way possible. It's not even that good. It's not really good at all. But it actually could be... It actually can be bulky and annoying, especially its evolution Lickitung, because for some reason they gave it an evolution as well. Because I guess they needed more than one Ton Pokemon. I don't like Lickitung. It does not need to come back to Sword and Shield. They could bring back any other Pokemon in this list. Don't bring back Lickitung, please. Especially if you bring back Lickitung, but don't bring back Heracross. Game Freak, I will uninstall your game. I will uninstall it. And I know that does nothing to you because it doesn't refund or anything, and I already purchased the game. But I will be very unhappy if you bring back Lickitung and you don't bring back Heracross. I would be unhappy if you bring back Lickitung in general. The wounds will be lesser if Heracross comes back as well, but I swear to God, Game Freak, I swear to God, if you do that to me, I will be mad. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Make me a happy slide. Make me a happy slide. Also, Game Freak, subscribe. We're trying to hit 600 subscribers. Hoodlum Callum follows me on Twitter. So there you have it, guys. That was the top 10 Pokemon that I don't want coming back to Sword and Shield. Comment down below if you agree, if you disagree. What Pokemon do you personally not want to see come back? What Pokemon do you want to see coming back? I'll put the link in the description for the top 10 Pokemon that I want to see coming back as well. Also, once again, the amazing thumbnail that was made for this video was made by Blue Soul Galaxy, my lovely viewer / artist. And support her. She's amazing. Support the channel as well if you haven't. Once again, we are trying to hit 600 subscribers by the end of the month. That'd be really awesome if I could get there. I feel like I will get there, but you know what? If we're at 600 by the time you watch this video, just subscribe anyway. Because we obviously want to go even higher than 600. That's just the goal of the month. We can get higher. I love you guys all. You guys are amazing. Comment below, once again, how you feel about the list, or whatever Pokemon-based videos you want to see me do in the future, and I'll see you in the next episode. I'm Sly Guy. This is Bye Bye.